Hey guys, me Dave. It's 5/7/2021. It's Friday night, so I'm having a couple drinks. Not much going on with my targeting. Like I said, there was perps out there earlier. I went for 2 rides, just around town, just a few miles, just to kill some time. And I took Max with me. Um, Max went to the park twice and all that stuff. They had tons of perps. Um, you know, to to someone that's not sensitized to pounding and stuff like that, it may look like people may watch my video and be like, yeah, oh yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it sounds like somebody's just pounding something. But they were putting thoughts in my head, and the guy, you should, before I started filming, the guy was boom, 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 and they're putting thoughts in my head every single time. He was doing that to validate. That's what they do in my program. I go to the liquor store to buy tobacco or whatever, and they're pounding something. Like I said on a few videos back, they had a girl there BSing with the cashier, and she had a pack of cigarettes in her hand, and she was boom, 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 pounding as hard as she could on the counter. Every time they put a thought in my head. That's what they do in my program. I know some people might not believe that, but that's what they do. They're either, the perp is they're either putting images in me and the perp, and they're pounding to validate that, or that's the only thing I can figure out. But that's what they do in my program. So this guy over here at Wheeler, earlier today, where I made the video, he was pounding like crazy. And then I thought, well, I'm gonna take my phone out and see if I can get it on film. And I got a little bit of it on film. It's kind of hard to tell or hard to hear that, but he was pounding when they were putting thoughts in my head and all. They do that when I go camping. I will go up there and they will validate their technology. That way, they will put images in my head, and they will have somebody chop firewood, and the guy would be chopping firewood like I don't know, like he's gonna die or something. I mean, he chops firewood like crazy. To validate that, I'm sensitized to that. So, to the average person might say, well, whatever, but they might not see that. But so that's what they do in my program. So I went through the West End and all this stuff. There was tons of traffic. They had a girl pressing her car alarm. Her car alarm was going off. Car alarm was going off. They had some asshole in back of me, revving his engine. It was like a Nissan Rogue or something. So I'm looking. Somebody's revving their engine, kept on revving their engine up, and I'm like, what the heck is it? The guy in back of me, or is there a tuner car in back of me or something? In the line, because there was a big string of cars. So I'm like, who is doing that? So I'm not sure if it was the guy back of me or what, but they were revving their engine up when they were back of me and all this stuff. So I put my my car mount in my truck, so I could film, for my phone, a car mount, phone mount in my truck so I could film. I used to film these guys all the time, and I stopped doing it. I thought, well, it's a waste of time, and it makes no sense. That's what they want you to do, is film and all this stuff. But they've been picking it up quite a bit today, so I think I'm going to start filming these guys again, like I was before. It looks, like I say, I'm sensitized to it. I know they're perps, but you pull up to the park, and there could be 1, 2, or 3 cars there. Nobody goes. I lived in this neighborhood my whole life. Nobody goes there just to sit in the parking lot. These people are just sitting in the parking lot, or some of them have their seat way back where they look like they're sleeping in their car. I mean, come on. Nobody. I've lived here my whole life. in this area. I had a house a few blocks up, um, you know, these people are out of place. What they did today was they hit me not with the weapons, but they hit me with like harassment. They had a lady in front standing outside our house with a dog. Tanner was going crazy, you know. Tanner was going crazy looking out the window at this lady with the dog. She lives in the neighborhood. She's a perp. I know she's a perp. She's an older lady. I don't know what her job is, but today she was perping. She was standing outside in front of our house with her dog and making my dogs go crazy. Okay? So then there was a lady in back at the park walking her dog when I put Tanner outside. This happened like right away, right after he was barking in front. I put him outside and back, and there's a lady out there walking her dog. Totally out of place. I've never seen a lady in the neighborhood ever in my life. She didn't fit in. She had this full bred dog. I don't know what kind of dog it was. And she was walking her dog by our fence, making Tanner bark. This is what they do. This is what they do. If you talk to other TIs, this is the kind of stuff they do. It's taken out of the playbook. This is what they do. Make your dogs bark all the time. Or they have barking dogs in the neighborhood all the time. You go out and they got the perps out leaving at the same time. Okay, so sometimes you go out and they'll have people parked right on your ass, perps. They'll have the perps parked right on your ass so you could barely leave to go to the park. I had to back up, go forward, back up, go forward, go back, and try to get out of the parking spot because I was boxed in. They have these people here for a reason. They do stupid things like this to cause chaos, in your life, to make everything 10 times harder than it has to be. And this is what they do. These people, I don't know if these people realize why they're there. Like this lady that was walking her dog at the park, when Tanner started barking, she left. Because I was bitching. I'm like, goddamn perps are out here and, making my dog bark and all this stuff, walking right by the fence. She left. She left right away. And stuff. I mean, they, just like Brian 2 says, they live, work, and play in our neighborhoods to make it look like, it's gaslighting. They make you look crazy. Oh yeah, no, they're just average people. They're just over at the park. Nobody goes to that park. I've lived here all my life. Nobody goes to that park. I've lived in the neighborhood all my life. I can tell when people don't fit in. They're perps. They have perps going over there all day long. All day long, they got perps going over there, blasting their booming systems, walking their dog right by our fence, walking their dog around our neighborhood, standing in front of our house, making my dogs bark. This is what they do to cause chaos in our lives. Stress. They want us stressed out all the time. They want us stressed out all the time. Okay, so that's enough of targeting. I got hit that way today. I want to give you guys a tip. So I've been trying to save money since I bought this truck, right? My car payment is $260 a month, which is it's kind of a lot of money for me anyway. It only leaves me with a few $100s for the month and all this stuff to spend and whatever, go camping, gas, whatever. So I was trying to save some money, so I switched my phone. I bought a phone. I bought the cheapest smartphone I could from Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile. I was watching the commercials, and their service is so wonderful, and they're great, and all this stuff. Don't get Mint Mobile, you guys. If you're trying to save money, it's $15 a month. It's $45 every 3 months. If you're trying to save money, don't go to them. I drop more calls than you wouldn't believe. I drop more calls. I tried calling my sister. My phone will not work in my bedroom. I'm doing the video on my old phone. Um, I my phone will not work in my bedroom at all. It'll drop calls. I can't even make a call. Even if I use the Wi-Fi, I still get disconnected. Mint Mobile sucks. I'm trying to figure out something else. But for right now, I have it. I paid for 3 months. So I have to go in the kitchen to make a call, or I have to go outside to make a call. I'll get a better connection. But Mint Mobile sucks ass. I wish I would have read the reviews on them before I would have got them. There's no contract or anything, so I can cancel them anytime. But I bought a phone for $60, and their service sucks. It cost me $100 because I bought a phone for $60, and then I had to buy a SIM card for $45 for 3 months service. So if you guys are thinking about switching your service to like Mint Mobile or somebody like that where they're cheap, $15 a month, this is what you get for $15 a month. Dropped calls and stuff, and you can barely text. This service sucks. It does. It sucks. Ryan Reynolds sucks because his service sucks. So anyway, I just want to give you a tip about that. But yeah, so I'm recording this on my LG. I had Straight Talk before, no contracts or anything. It was $45 a month. Never had any problems with it. It's just I can't afford that right now with this truck payment. I have to cut costs everywhere I can in order to pay for this truck and have a little spending money on the side. So anyway, I suppose I'll cut this off. I did film the video before on my new phone. I never heard of the brand before. Maybe it's the phone, maybe it's the service. I don't know. They both suck, But so anyway, I'm gonna stop complaining. But the Perps were out today. They were causing all kinds of chaos. This is what they get paid for. I don't know. They get free rent. I don't know what they get. I don't know what these people get. Like I say, some people. There's perps in the neighborhood that don't really perp me, but sometimes they do perp me. They'll box me in where I can't get out. I'm not gonna trap me in the house. I had to back up and go forward like 3 or 4 times in order to get out of that parking space because they boxed me in. Because I was going to the park. These people want you trapped in the house with no windows, no food, no phone, no computer. This is what they want. If they had it their way, you'd be sitting in a dark room with nothing. But there's people that don't let that happen to us. There's people that don't let that happen. But the torturers, they want you totally isolated, in isolation, like if you were in prison. We are innocent people that have done nothing. I hope I hope the days are numbered for these assholes. I really do. I hope the days are numbered. I hope they're numbered for these guys. Because I've never seen bigger pricks in my life. Doing this to innocent people. And they got all their thugs out there for they don't get their hands dirty. They got all their thugs out there doing their dirty work, including old ladies. They have old ladies doing their dirty work for them, while this guy sits on his fat, sweaty ass and thinks he's a king. He thinks he's a king, and all these people are his little slaves. That's what I think anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm sorry for complaining so much. I'm gonna cut this off, and you guys have a good night. Have a drink, have a beer or something, and try to relax. And I'll talk to you guys later.